cover immigration as well as raising the prices, buying stuff, borrowing money from the bank, and also by starting up new facilities. And we'll also show you where you've got to be careful with all of this. So the basic problem is that you have to pay both salaries and maintenance, as well as the cost prices of your investments. And you've got to keep track of them all. But the spreadsheet makes that easy. So what we've got here is we have a carrier that's arrived at market price with 60 tons of ore on board. So we'll go to the prices page, and we enter the 60 tons in the number sold column. We then look at the DICE number and put that in, and then a variation in the price is calculated that's based on the amount that is sold. So for every 100 gas or ore that's sold, the price goes down by 1. So in this case it was 60, so the price went down by 1. The die roll was 6, so the total increase was 5. The price went up from 127 to 132. For the gas, nothing was sold, but we still enter that. We still roll the dice for it, and the price goes up to 135. Since more ore gets sold than gas, it tends to be the gas price tends to be higher than the ore price. The reason that more ore gets sold is because you can smelt it, and the smelted ore is worth a lot more. Now, when you have determined your price, that will also work out the immigration numbers. The immigration being the highest of the two price rises. So later on, when we get to immigration, you'll use this number to increase the number of people in the immigration pool. Okay, so having got our prices worked out, we can then, go to the immigration screen, the income screen. We put in the 60 into the ore column, and it calculates the amount that it's worth 7,920 credits, and it then puts that straight into the balance sheet. Okay, and we have 9,000, and after spending on 30 on the maintenance for this turn, we've still got 9,650 in total to spend. But we need 10,000 to buy a new mine, and we only have to pay 20% of the total cost right now if we buy one using bank financing. So I suggest we buy two things. We buy a new carrier and also a new mine, and the reason being we can send the carrier with the mine to a new mining location, while we send the current carrier we've got back to pick up some more ore to sell back on the market again, and when it comes back again we'll buy another mine. Okay, so let's put those numbers in. We'll put 20,000 loan in the other column. We'll put, we're going to spend, we've used, this carrier's used 6 units of fuel, so we need to fill that up. That'll cost 600, so I'll put 600 in the fuel. And the loan, you have to pay 20% of the initial cost, So that's going to be 20% of 10,000 twice, so that'll be 4,000. And we're going to spend 20,000 on purchases. Have I done it again, haven't I? That's 200,000. Gotta be careful. Right, 20,000, that's better. You've got 20 turns to pay off the loan. Okay, so you should also mark it off in the loan column. We're on turn 9, so we go down to turn 29 and we put in there that we've got to pay back 20,000. So the way the loan works is you pay a 20% down payment and then you pay the full cost in 20 turns time. Right. So and if you want to work out how much the cost prices were, that's on this sheet, which is the cost prices sheet. So you can see mine is 10,000 and the fuel 100 per unit. And we're going to buy a Seeker, that's also 10,000. And it adds it up to a total cost of 20,600. You may be wondering why we don't just buy more, borrow more money and keep going. Well, the reason is the running costs, the salaries, and also the weight restrictions. So, and if you want to be sure, want to find out what things are like the weights and whatever, you can go to this specification sheet, and it shows you, for instance, that a carrier has a cargo hold of 400, and a mine weighs 300. So a carrier can only carry one mine at a time. So there's no point in buying one carrier and two mines, because the mine will just sit there doing nothing, unless of course you've got two carriers to carry it. Now why am I not buying another one? Simply because we need to have some money in our hand in order to pay for all the extra costs we've now incurred. And so if we look at our, we'll need to go to, let's go shopping first. Let's show you how you get your new equipment. So here we go. You click on your player mat, and on your player mat you grab a mine and a carrier, like so. By the way, this one here with the red spot is a CT mine, so do not use that one. It's the only one you've got. And if you do get a CT mine, you'll be very happy, but it's very unlikely. But anyway, that's what it looks like. If you have built every third mine you build, you will get a dedicated worker who's like this one. All the dedicated workers are coloured, and they don't cost you anything. So you just drag them off the dedicated stack there, and you'll be given one randomly every third mine that you build. They're nice because you don't have to pay for them. But in order to operate this carrier and this mine, you will need a crew to operate the carrier and a worker unit to operate the mine. So you'll need to go to the labour pool, which is this button. The labour pool starts off as 10 units and increases each turn with each price increase, and uses the maximum price increase. As I said earlier, and we may as well add 6. We can go if you right click on it, when you drag it off, you'll get that number. Right, so there's another 6. You're not supposed to do that till the start of the turn, but it doesn't matter. Might as well do it now. We need a worker and we need a crew. Right. So let's see what that's done to our, and we also need to record the fact we've got the carrier and the mine. So we'll do all that as well. So it's mine 63, carrier 47. So on the installation roster, we'll say we've got mine 63 and it's on the marketplace. The maintenance costs for installations has gone up to 20. On the ship roster, we'll say we've got carrier 47 and it's on market. The ship maintenance cost has got up to 30. And on board the carrier, we'll say we've got mine 63, which weighs 300, which reduces our cargo capacity to 100. We also have a crew, which is a paid crew, so it goes in this column, and so it says hired, and the D means dedicated, so hired. And for the worker, and we also got a worker unit as well. And this uses up the life support on the carrier. But anyway, so the total usage of life support is 5 for that, which will, which is I think the maximum a carrier can carry. A seeker can carry 10, has a life support capacity of 10, and which means you can carry, say, a leader and 3 worker units. But a carrier can generally only carry about 1 worker unit and its crew. Okay, so that's another thing you have to worry about is your life support capacity as well as your cargo capacity. So having entered all that, we then have, if we then look at the salaries page, you'll see that the cost of the crew is 200 a turn, the cost of the worker is 300 a turn, and the total cost per turn is now 550. So we have to be able to pay 550 every turn, which is why we've not bought another thing, because that would have taken down to, well, you know, it might have caused us problems. It might not have, you know, to cost us another 2,000 plus, you know, maybe another crew, maybe another worker. You know, it's going to cost us a lot. So I'm still probably being on the safe side because we've still got 5,000 left and it's costing us 5,500 a turn. But maybe this way we can buy one outright next time. We don't want to load ourselves up with debt. Okay, so you load your worker, your crew, and your carrier. You do all that actually at the beginning of your next turn, and then you'll be you transport the. There's a good potential mine spot down here. That's a 30 is the maximum you can get. So we'll be transporting it to there. Then you drop off the mine, and then you start a new mine. And with ore mines, you can also buy a smelter, which will smelt everything that's on that asteroid and increase the value of it considerably. Okay, so thanks for watching. Enjoy your empire building.